Okay, take two. So, I to give you a rundown, I'm gonna have to do this really quick, and this is gonna be like a really quick rant video about shitty managers. My shitty manager. Um, so it's about 2 p.m. and I'm really tired. I had to go to work at 11, so I gotta make this super quick. My hair was down, and it looked a little better, but I put it up because it's hot in here, because my lovely cat Persephone knocked over the fan, which brings us to take two. So, anyway, so about like 15 minutes ago, I was watching Carrie Dayton's story times, going to sleep. I was watching her talk about her shitty jobs, because that makes me feel better about the fact that I have a shitty job that I have to go to tonight, and that's why I'm going to sleep. And then it was starting to feel like I was getting too into it, and like I wasn't going to go to sleep if I didn't just turn it off. So I turned it off, I turned over, I rolled over, and something told me, something in the back of my head was like, check your work email. Check your work email. You need to be prepared. You can't see this email when you're at work. Like, it's something that requires your attention. Like, right now, you have to see it before you get to work. Check your work email. So I'm like, okay, whatever. You know, like, whatever. So I check my work email, and let me tell you, this email was honestly... So, we have this internal document called the scoop sheet, which is just really stupid. Basically, gives you the scoop on the day. Really simple, right? So, it's this like Excel spreadsheet that kind of like spells out the day, and then like it gets emailed to all of the managers and like all of the people in the back office, as well as everybody at the front desk. And then like it also gets printed out and it's left in the hallway so that anybody can just grab it when they come in. Nobody grabs it. Nobody looks at it. Like, honestly, nobody cares except for the general manager, which is like really sad because it's like his pet project, but like, honest to God, nobody cares. So anyway, my department manager is like in charge of the scoop sheet, and he only really cares because the general manager cares a lot. Now, I didn't realize that the general manager cared this much until last week. So last week, the pool was closed for like on Monday and Tuesday for maintenance. And on the scoop sheet, I don't usually touch the part that says like the pool hours, because like they're constant. They don't change, just like the hours of the little convenience gift shop thing we have, and the like breakfast hours. They don't change. They're constant. So like I don't really look at them. And I should like mention that like part of my job, like unofficially, is like looking over the scoop sheet and making sure everything looks good for the current day, and then kind of like starting the next day's scoop sheet, so that takes a little bit off the plate of my department manager. So last week, the pool was closed for maintenance, but the scoop sheet said the pool was open. And I got this email that was like, team, I had to send out an entire email saying that the pool was closed on Monday and Tuesday. The scoop sheet says it's open. I had to send out an entire email saying this, and we still can't get it right. Why? And why is in all caps, hence the emphasis. So I'm like, this is not necessary. Like, the yelling is not necessary. We don't need this. It's an internal document. Everyone who needs to know that the pool is closed knows that the pool is closed. Nobody is actually going to look at that part of the scoop sheet. Like, if somebody doesn't know that the pool is closed and a guest comes to them and says, "What time is the pool open?" Even if it was correct on the scoop sheet, no one is going to be like, let me go check the scoop sheet. Hold on just 1 second. Oh, it says the pool is closed. Because if they don't know the pool is closed because of maintenance, they're just not going to know to think about it, you know? Like, they're just not going to think about it because, like, nobody told them, and, like, the pool hours don't change day to day. But that manager was like just yelling, and I was like, oh my God. And I kind of had this like, wow, I feel for all the managers who like get all these emails, because like I knew that the department managers got like a ton of emails from this guy a day, but I didn't know they were in this shitty tone. And I was like, and honestly, I had a moment in my life where I was like, I'm gonna quit. Like, I'm gonna quit. You don't get to talk to me that way. Like, what the fuck, right? Like, what the fuck? So anyway, last night, like, on Friday, when I see my department manager, he says, make sure that Monday's scoop sheet looks right. Like, look over every single line. And I'm like, okay. Every single thing on today's scoop sheet was perfect, except one thing. So I also don't ever look at the birthdays and anniversaries section. We have a section on the scoop sheet, birthdays and anniversaries. So if it's your birthday, your name gets put on your scoop sheet and like your department or whatever. And if it's your anniversary of working here, like you've been unfortunate enough to work here for a year or more, your name goes on the scoop sheet. But like, I never look at that part, and like ever. And like I get sent, well, first of all, I didn't always get sent an email that tells me the anniversaries and the birthdays, but sometimes I do. And so when I get sent that email, I'm really supposed to go through and like look and make sure. But again, like, this is my department manager's job. Like, he's the one doing the scoop sheet. So I really don't have anything to do with it. Cats. I will spray somebody. Yeah, that's right. You better separate. Anyway. So I don't really look at that part of the scoop sheet, but the email that my brain is telling me to look at, like, I don't know if my brain just like knew that like something was messed up, but the email that I just got said, it was, first of all, the email last week was sent to the entire front desk. The email this week or today is sent to me, my department manager, and copied our HR rep. And like, honestly, if this manager feels like he can copy the HR rep on such like a shitty email, then that tells you what kind of shit ass shithole I'm working at. Anyway, so the email today says, team so-and-so in such and such department has a birthday today. It is not on the scoop sheet. Why? In all caps. And then it says, can we please make sure that the information on the scoop sheet is correct? And then there's like 2 question marks with that. So again, it's not appropriate for this man to yell at me via email about something so small. Like, first of all, I want to let you guys know how easy it would be to just fix this problem. Like, I understand it's frustrating to not have the correct information on the scoop sheet. I get it. And, like, I do understand that, like, that person deserves to have their time with their birthday on the scoop sheet. Like, I would be annoyed if my birthday wasn't on the scoop sheet, too. I do understand. However, I think it's just a really easy fix because it's a live document on a public drive on every computer in the back office. So you can just click on it type birthdays, name of person, department, save, reply all, scoop sheet, date, revised, team. Here is a revised copy of the scoop sheet. Such and such birthday was forgotten. We apologize. Send. Print. Take it downstairs. Boom. Boom. That takes no time and no effort. It's such a simple thing to fix and such a small thing considering it's an internal document. It doesn't affect the guest whatsoever. It's just so stupid to me to yell about it. That's so much negative energy, and for what? What is that getting you? Which kind of leads me to my point, which is that no place can be a positive place to work when management is that negative. And that's kind of where this hotel is. It's a very negative place to work. Nobody likes it. Everybody hates it. I dread going to work every single day, despite the fact that I actually love my job. I hate the place I'm working for because it's just an energy suck, because nobody can be positive when that's how shitty management is. So I guess my rant, the point of my rant right now is just to let you all know that, like, if you're a manager, you have to try to emotionally contain yourself. Like, it's not my fault. You don't get to yell at me via email because you're not a big boy and you can't emotionally handle your shit for 5 seconds. Part of being a manager is handling disappointment or handling things when they're not exactly perfect. When somebody makes a mistake, especially if it's small and especially if it really doesn't affect like the actual service or the goods that you're producing, I understand it's annoying and frustrating, but part of being a manager is like dealing with that and like finding those simple fixes. It's just revising the scoop sheet, sending it out, and then sending another email that's professionally worded that says, team, I revised the scoop sheet. Please pay more attention next time. Furthermore, there's something that I think needs to be addressed here in this particular situation, and I don't know how to address it because HR has already told me that she's not on my side. But like, what's really frustrating to me is that the department manager is the person who's in charge of the scoop sheets, but somehow because I'm the one who sends them out every night, I'm getting yelled at as well, and I don't feel like that's appropriate because I'm not in charge of the scoop sheets, nor am I department manager, and also any bitching that the general manager wants to do about me should probably just come from my department manager rather than directly from general manager to me. It's just not appropriate. Anyway, I don't know. I guess I'm annoyed and I'm frustrated and I'm looking for another job because I can't work like this anymore, and I feel very tempted to go to work tonight and in the morning tell my department manager that I'm looking for another job because the general manager is not appropriate and that he can't speak to me that way, because I kind of want everybody to know when I do find another job that I like and that does have my salary requirements met, that like I'm leaving because that's not an appropriate way to run a business, and like it's not healthy, because I kind of want to make it better for everybody else. I don't want to just be like peace and then just like walk out the door. I want my leaving to mean something, and I am one of their best associates. They're probably not gonna find a night auditor who's willing to do as much as me, because like nighttime people just don't do that much, and that's kind of like across the board. But yeah, like I don't know, I just feel like I'm an associate that they should really like look to be keeping, and I don't feel like I'm being appreciated because the general manager has said maybe like 5 words to me in person, and then this is the way he speaks to me via email. Like, it's just so disgusting and inappropriate, and like at the end of the day, nobody is worth your dignity. No job is worth your dignity. So we're all worth something, you know, like we all have something inherent in us, some human dignity that we're worth, and nobody can take that away from us, no matter who they are, no matter how powerful they are within the organization that we work for, no matter what capitalism says. Not a single person can take away your human dignity, and not a single person can take away my human dignity. So I guess the point of this video is I feel like my human dignity is being taken away by this manager, and I think I'm gonna do something about it. So, guys, anyway, that's my little rant. I'm gonna go ahead and like put all of this together and then kind of render it and then go ahead and upload it now. This is not the video that I wanted to be next, but I did film a video in my car earlier, and I'm probably gonna end up refilming it, but whatever. Anyway, I have the first in the series of hotel tips, like things your hotel wish you knew, coming, and I have a thrift haul coming, probably within the week. So stay tuned.